Hello and welcome. If you're a student tuning in for one of my classes or found us here from somewhere on the internet, welcome. And I want to kind of just show you around and give you an idea of what we've got going on here. First of all, a little bit about me. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the equipment to record a proper introductory video, right? But this is me, John Morgan Russell. I go by Morgan. And nice little headshot there. And I'm currently an instructor in the Department of Statistics at Virginia Tech. Right? I've been to school a lot, been a bunch of different places, and I've worked at a bunch of different places. So between school and work, I've probably been at half the universities in Virginia at this point. But right now, really, my interests are statistics education, number one, and this kind of concept of OER. Right? You may have heard that acronym before, OER. It's kind of hot right now. Stands for Open Educational Resources. Right? So open educational resources, maybe when you hear that you think free textbooks. And yeah, if you're in one of my classes, that'll definitely be one of the benefits. We're going to try to shift to open or free textbooks. Right? But along with the shift to free textbooks, I mean, when you're paying for these publishers' textbooks and publishers' platform, I mean, you actually are paying for a certain quality, and you're paying for a whole bunch of stuff that goes with it, right? Like homework platforms, videos, support, all that kind of different stuff. So there's much more to OER than just the textbooks. But there's a lot that goes into it. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I think it's definitely a trend that's picking up steam that's worth looking into. Okay, so if you're in one of my classes, textbook-wise, we're working on creating an open, adaptable textbook that's free to all students, and hopefully one day I can get it out there as free to everyone. Again, if you are one of my students at Virginia Tech, we'll embed links to this in your Canvas site. Basically, the idea is there's two big kind of main introductory statistics books out there already. The OpenStax version, okay, so it's pretty good, but it's a little bit elementary, right? And then the Open Intro version. So these are both good existing options. Basically, what I've done with our book is taken both of these, combine them, and then kind of put some of my own ideas in there. So that's one of the beauties of OER is the flexibility. Okay, we're not tied down to like one book or one person's thoughts or one person's voice, right? It's really kind of a collective effort. Then, of course, beyond just the textbook, here's what I want to make available to everybody, and I'm calling it the Significant Statistics Project. Right? It consists of three big things. I kind of compiled everything on my blog, right? Because to students, again, to my students at Virginia Tech, you have a nice, neat way of organizing everything in Canvas, right? But my blog is a place to organize things outside of that. So there's the blog that kind of compiles everything. There's videos, and there's a podcast. So here's links to all of these different things. Okay, so a little bit more on the blog, and I want to show you what we've got going on there. So my blog basically just compiles everything, materials relevant to specific courses, and it also kind of organizes everything. And it also has links to OER, statistics OER, and a bunch of other cool stuff that I think is cool anyways, that are kind of statistics related. So here is what the blog looks like. Now I use it a little bit as just kind of a normal blog. I've posted a few things here, but mainly, again, it's kind of meant to serve to compile things. So if you're in my class and you're using the textbook, I have it in order of the textbook. So you'll find your modules, like our first module is Introduction to Data. Your first chapter is Data and Sampling. And each section, right, we've got a PowerPoint summarizing that section. We've got concept video, concept podcast, and application video for each section there. So that's kind of the goal of the blog, to compile everything under topics, function a little bit as a blog to kind of share some interesting stuff, but also you can check out these links here. Right, I've got links to all of my material that I'm creating here, some recommended readings. Most of these have to do with statistics, except for the first one. I just thought this was a really good article about reading itself. And then just some cool stuff kind of related to statistics, and some statistics OERs and open data set repositories. What else we got here? Also an about section. You guys have heard a little bit about me already. Okay, the next big element here that we're going to look at are videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so my YouTube channel is called Significant Statistics, and there's two main types of videos. There's concept videos and there's application videos. So let's take a quick look at that. Okay, so you see little videos here with C's and with A's. All right, C are concept videos, A are application videos. Okay, I'm going to try to organize these into playlists as well, like by chapter. Also, all the application videos in one place, all the concept videos in one place. Okay, but that's the basic format of our YouTube channel here. And then the last thing I want to talk about here real quick is our podcast. Alright, so the podcast, it should be available on all these different distribution services. And there's nothing super unique about the podcast. It's pretty much just only audio versions of those concept videos. Some of these topics, the videos I think will be very helpful. Like especially things like where we're graphing stuff. I mean, it doesn't help you much to just listen to me talking about a graph maybe, right? But there are definitely some concepts where the visual side or the video side may not be completely necessary, right? So if you just want to listen to some of these, it'll help, right? But if you prefer the videos, then just watch the videos. If you are a podcast person, I'm a podcast junkie, but just remember some material may lend itself to one or the other. So don't just do all of one. Kind of jump back and forth if you can. All right, the way I organized the podcast is, and it depends on kind of the platform you listen on or how the distributor does it, right? But I organized it into seasons and episodes. So each season corresponds to a textbook chapter. Each episode corresponds to a section in the textbook. Okay? So again, if you are in one of my courses at Virginia Tech, I'll have all of this in your Canvas site, probably starting with some sort of Module 0, a Getting Started module, and working into the textbook Module 1 and so forth. We'll see the textbook sections embedded there, along with videos and all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about here was just supporting this project. And if you are one of my students at Virginia Tech, you're already paying a bunch of money to be in this class, so I'm definitely not asking you to do this. Right? But other people, it does take a lot of time and resources to do and to make available. So if you're into this kind of thing, I really appreciate some sort of support there. And on my podcast page, there is a support button. There's a feature there, and that feature has like monthly subscription options and that kind of thing. But you could do whatever you think is useful, or just sign up for 1 month and then cancel, whatever. But again, if you're actually in one of my classes, you're already paying enough. Don't feel like you have to do anything with this. Alright, but anyways, I hope you find all this material useful. If you're taking my class, good luck in the class. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.